All right, welcome to June 14th, 2024 trade recap. Today is a Friday, and this is the second week of the trading month of June. All right, so let's just get right into it. Okay, so coming into the today, I was anticipating for prices to take out this to tap into this daily FEG here and see some sort of reaction, but on NQ we did not do that coming into the morning. So at 7 a.m. ES came into its daily FEG. Here's ES. So ES came into the daily FEG while NQ did not. And I knew that we weren't going to revisit this low anymore after we closed above this on NQ. I knew that we weren't going to revisit this low right here. Previous day low after we close above the 1 hour FEG on the hourly time frame. So at the market open, that was when I kind of had a bullish stance. So with the SMT and not understanding that ES retraced back into its into its daily FEG and NQ did not, I elected to trade the NQs. Actually, I took two trades. Yeah, two trades, and one was on ES and one was on NQ. And let's get into the recap. Okay, so first things first is that I noted the SMT and the closure above the 1 hour FEG, 1 hour SIBI, and we turned into FEG. So notice the 4 hour closure here. So we close the 6 a.m. candle, 6 a.m. 4 hour candle. We had a pretty bullish closure after the SMT, and we closed at 10 o'clock. And then I anticipated the 10 o'clock 4 hour candle to be a open, low, high, close candle. Just looking based off structure. And notice, look, so this is also another F4 hour FEG here, and we didn't even close below it. So it just, price is just kind of, tipping in his hand that, hey, we're bullish, we're probably going to attack buy side. And so I started noting buy side levels that we haven't taken out yet. So we haven't taken out London highs yet, and we didn't take out previous day high. So those were the two levels I was looking for: previous day high here, and London highs. So I believe the first trade I took this morning was on NQ actually. It was on NQ, and it was on the 5-minute time frame. It was off of this 5-minute FEG, targeting London highs and 4 hour highs. So after the closure, after the 10 o'clock, the 6 a.m. 4 hour candle close, we open at 10 o'clock. And so my first trade was, this is my first trade here. It was at the 5-minute FEG, and just I took this based off of that. Okay, look, we had a very strong 15-minute closure here. So, and inside that 15-minute candle, we had a 5-minute FEG. We shouldn't trade below the 15-minute low. So I had my stop losses. I believe it was here, and targeting London highs, and stops to break even would have been after we take out this high right here. But we did not do that. We took out my stop loss, so that's when I kind of had to reset and kind of, okay, prices are not bullish as I thought we were, and we're probably gonna, I don't know, just consolidate or just wait for time. So here, so it stops me out, kind of. We retrace back into the 15-minute FEG here. Usually this could happen, but it's just not. That's just not. I wasn't anticipating for prices to open here. I thought prices. This is what I thought prices were gonna do. We were gonna open at the 15-minute here, tap into the 5-minute FEG and then take out the London lows and then see how and then work down. But instead we open and we just trade lower. We trade all the way down to the 15-minute FEG and then ran the highs. There's a video that I created. There's a video I think I have, and it talks about why some fair value gaps should be left open, and I thought this 15-minute fair value gap was going to be left open, but clearly it wasn't left open, and we retraced back into it. And that's a trade-off to always take. But all right, on to the second one. So the second one was actually on ES, and this one was purely off of not this one. It was, I believe it was. Okay, so I believe it was this one right here actually. So we had a market structure shift. We tapped into a 15-minute FEG, and then oh wait, sorry, that was yesterday. It was here. So we had this. I would believe it was this candle. Let me just check my executions actually, because I should be able to see it. Okay, so it was here. This is where I had it. Okay, so I had a market order, a limit order at the 5-minute FEG here. This one. All right, so I had the 5-minute FEG set right there, and then took my entries off the 5-minute FEG. Had the stop loss. Actually, it was a wider stop loss because I thought prices could retrace back into here, and there was also 3-minute to that I allowed prices to come back down into this 2-minute. It was a 2-minute. Yeah, stop losses at a 2-minute FEG. So it stops me up there, and I was targeting. I believe I was targeting the previous 4-hour highs. Yeah, 4-hour highs. So the trade was based off of, okay, are we going to take out this 4-hour high, or are we going to take out this 4-hour low? I was anticipating for us to take out this 4-hour high instead of this low, and took a loss in that. It was also at 10:32, so I should have marked out the open of 10:30 here, and we power of 3, tap in, and we come back. So I just got caught up in chop, to be honest. I'm pretty sure we're just waiting on time here. See, so it's just a lot of chop. Is this a 5-minute FEG that we tapped into just now? We did. Yeah, so a lot of chop this morning. Okay, so the trade I do want to talk about that I did not take, but after recapping and doing some back testing, the trade I do want to talk about that actually was pretty noteworthy was this one. So like I said, on NQ we closed above a 1-hour FEG, 1-hour SIBI on the 1-hour time frame, so that should turn into an inversion, right? So coming down into the 15-minute time frame, there is a 15-minute FEG within this bullish candle over here, this green one. So notice how all the bodies are respecting the consequent encroachment. We can wick down, but if we can close above the consequent encroachment, that just kind of it's like playing poker, and the opponent's kind of showing you the cards here. So this is what this is referring to. We're closing above the consequent encroachment, and of the 15-minute FEG and the 1-hour IFEG, the inversion. We had SMTs at the lows with ES, and notice the time too. The time actually at this reversal, we consolidated and we manipulated down. This was at the lunch hour. There, if you break the 4-hour candle into sections, the halfway point of the 4-hour, like the the midpoint of the 4-hour candle actually is, so it goes from 10 a.m., 11, 1, and 2. The midpoint is 12 p.m. And we actually started reversing at 12 p.m., which to me it's kind of interesting. That's interesting. See, so then we had a lot of displacement. So we wicked, we manipulated, and you can tell manipulation by the SMT here. So we manipulated lower, but we instantly repriced higher. We displaced, and displacement is basically just, displacement is IFEG or FEGs, just fair value gaps. If we have a lot of fair value gaps and gaps, that just means that we're strong, we're bullish. Displacement. So we displace away from the 15-minute FEG on the 5-minute time frame. So we displace on the 5-minute time frame. So there's a 5-minute fair value gap. And notice this. I should have noted this out, but notice this hourly candle right here. This one. That one right there. Notice how that candle closes. It's a really strong candle. Are we anticipating for prices to attack this hourly high or this hourly low? Ask yourself that every time you see such like a candle like this. And I mean, anybody with a right mind would say we're gonna attack the high, like. And from our confluence to that, to back up that trade idea, that narrative, that objective that we just created right there, we look into the lower time frames to find any evidence, to find anything that can support the idea of us. Hey, we're gonna take out this hourly high. So we go onto the lower time frames, 15-minute, 5-minute, and there is a 5-minute FEG within that wick. So prices retraces back into the 5-minute FEG. I believe this is also equilibrium of the range as well. Yeah, we retrace back into equilibrium as well, and we price higher, and we take out London highs, which was the overall objective I had for today. Just attack buy side because yeah. So London highs is got taken, and then let's go into the 1-minute time frame to actually zoom into our entry here. So this line right here, 12 p.m. power of 3. So what I mean by power of 3 is that we're open. So in this case, we open, we went high, low, we reverse at 12:30. Keep that in mind. And then we close. So it's a green candle, right? And in the very next candle, it should be a continuation candle. So we open at 1 o'clock. Here, we dip down low and create the high. And notice how when we went higher here at 12, we didn't take out the objective. We didn't even take out New York's AM session highs yet. And when we retrace back into the 5-minute FEG, that should be, hey, we left these highs. We left basically relative equal highs. We haven't taken out objective yet. London highs are still intact. And then after retracing back into that 5-minute FEG at 12:30, that should be the entry. We don't take the entry right here. We don't take the entry on this first dip. On this dip, we take the entry at 12:30. So we open at we want to buy below 12:30 open. So 12:30 open. It's basically the same thing. Power of 3 again. You want to buy below the 12:30 open. You want to buy below any candles open. 15th, 1 hour, 4 hour if we're bullish on that time frame. It's just that. The lower time frame objectives. In the lower time frame objectives is just to take out London highs and New York AM session highs. So we're buying in a 5-minute fair value gap below 12:30 open, 12 p.m. open, and 10 a.m. open, which was, so this is when I mean 4 hour open, that's a 4 hour power of 3. This 12 power of 3, 12 p.m. power of 3 is basically the hourly power of 3, and this 12:30 is also the 15 and 30 minute time 15 and 30 minute time frame power of 3. And like I said, here, look at this candle. 30-minute right here. So it happens. It happens everywhere. But yeah, today was a little bit. It was a harder trading day just because I mean it's the end of the week and we expanded so much, so you can't really catch like daily objectives, but we can for sure catch like 15-minute time frame objectives, like the lower time frame objectives. Is there anything else I want to note? Yeah, we bought below the 12 p.m. and 10 a.m. open, so that's 1 hour and 4 hour power of 3. I think that's about all I have for today. So the confluences were, I'll just go over the confluences again, just to really confirm it, or what's the word? Instill it into your brains, in my brain as well, just so I can keep my brain refreshed. We closed above an hourly SIBI, turning that SIBI into an inversion. We had SMTs with ES retracing back into its fair value gap, daily fair value gap, and NQ didn't. And we know that we're not going to retrace back into this SMT low after we close above the hourly SIBI. We should have respected the SIBI and went lower, but we didn't. So that's how it's a confirmation that we're not going to come back down to this low again. Onto the 15-minute time frame, we're respecting 15-minute FEG, the consequent encroachment as well, and we had SMTs at the lows. Here, break it down to the 5-minute time frame with displacement. We had displacement away from the 15-minute FEG on the 5-minute time frame, meaning we had a 5-minute FEG, and we retrace back into this 5-minute FEG. It's all lining. Notice how we retrace on the 15-minute time frame, and then after we retrace on the 15-minute time frame, we get a reaction to it on the 5-minute time frame, and then even lower than that, we go on to the 1-minute time frame to find a retracement for our entry, and our entry is below 12:30, 12 p.m., and 10 a.m. all with the narrative, hey, we're gonna take London highs. We left New York AM session highs. It's lunch hour, so I'm not too sure. I haven't backtested it enough to really confirm it, but I have seen a lot of reversals happening. That happens at the halfway of every hourly candle. We reverse at 10:30 or 11:30, or the 4 hour we reverse at 12 p.m., or let's say we reverse at 8 a.m. It's the halfway point. I'm not too sure. I don't know, but just watch that for now. With that's gonna be all for my recap for June 14th, 2024. Yeah, peace out.